What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out the MjxR 3H once again. I have done a couple of more upgrades to my MjxR 3H, as you might know by now. If you have seen that video of the FPV mod, I have put a FPV camera in place of the LED light. This is the AKK CA20 FPV camera, and I have a AKK X2 Ultimate video transmitter inside of the canopy, in which I have a antenna stuck on it. Now the antenna is an upgrade as well from that video that I have done recently on the FPV mod, and this is the antenna that I had originally on there. It's just a dipole antenna with the MjxR connector. Now I have upgraded it to one of these guys. It is a 3-leaf right hand circular polarized antenna, same thing with the MjxR connector. So it was very easy to exchange the antennas, just take off the old one and put this new one in there. So that is what I have done to the quadcopter side of the video transmitter. Now let's take a look at the remote control. I have done a little mod on the remote control. I have put a pigtail, so this antenna is different than the one that it comes with. The ones that come with the Bugs transmitter is just a fake antenna. It doesn't do anything. So this is just a stick antenna I placed on here. So I put a pigtail. This is a RPSMA pigtail, and all you got to do is just open it up and just hack away at that little protrusion there and make it smooth, and you can just put your connector right on it. You don't even have to drill a hole. The hole is already there for you. So it was a very easy mod. I have a little 500 milliamp 2-cell battery in which I have a double-sided sticky tape to the back of the transmitter. So now whenever I want to use a 2-watt booster to boost this transmitter's power, it is very easy to do. All I gotta do is just screw it on, power it on, and I'm good to go. And this will really extend the distance of your quadcopter. So what we're going to do then is I'm going to go ahead and open up the remote control and show you what I have done on the inside. So let's go ahead and check that out. All right, so I got the back plate detached from the remote control, but I'm going to keep it close by because it is still connected. The battery cables are still soldered onto the back plate. So I'm going to hold it together like this. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look on the inside. Here is the mod. Here's the transceiver. Now there's 3 leads. There's a positive lead in the middle and a couple of ground pads. So one of the coax cables, as you can see here, this is the original antenna coax, and the original antenna is still embedded inside. I did not touch it. I just left the original antenna on here. So it was utilizing one of the ground pads, and the middle of the coax was soldered onto the middle pad here. So what I've done was I put my own coax or my pigtail and utilized the negative pad on this side of the transceiver and just soldered the middle of the coax cable right on top of the existing middle of the coax cable with the original antenna. So both of the antennas are working. So I have the coax cable routed kind of and looped it, and I also put some hot glue to hold that down. Now I took some photos of the transceiver before I put some hot glue on it, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, that little wire that was sticking up, I did cut it off, all right? So before I put the hot glue on it, all right? So here's the pigtail, the RPSMA connector on the transmitter. So I have the screw or the nut holding on the bottom. I have a little washer and the nut just screwed onto the top very tight. So it is holding very steady. Now, before I put this pigtail or the RPSMA connector, you can use an SMA connector if you want. All I had was an RPSMA pigtail connector, so I'm just using it, and it corresponds to my 2-watt booster, so I am good to go. So this is how it looked like before, just like this. It is a fake antenna. It doesn't do anything. Very easy to take off. All you got to do is pinch those two little plastic, and this whole thing just pops right out. But there's still a cylinder on the inside that needs to be hacked away, so it becomes nice and smooth like this. So as you can see here, I kind of hacked away at it. I used a little file. I used a box cutter as well as a wire cutter to just snip away in the beginning, and then I used my box cutter to smooth it out, and I tried to file it down somewhat. And after you have done that, the SMA or RPSMA connector just goes right in, and you can just screw it in. It fits pretty good. It's slightly loose. The hole is not exactly for this connector, but it does fine. After you have tightened it up, it does not move at all. So this is the antenna that I took off. As you can see, there's a sheathing, which is this outside sheathing here, and on the inside of the sheathing there's that little tubular thing you have to hack away. So this is the diameter of that hole. So this goes right in there, and it clicks into place, and that's all it is. And all you got to do is squeeze that plastic together, and it just comes right off. Very easy to take off. So after you have smoothed it out and you put your RPSMA pigtail connector or SMA pigtail connector, you are just about done. Just put some hot glue to hold the wire in place, and you are good to go. Now, one thing about this mod, it's very, very easy to do, and the reason why is because this whole antenna apparatus pops right out, so you don't have to deal with the transmitter at all. So let me go ahead and show you. Just gotta pop it out and check it out. It just comes right off. This whole thing comes right off, so you can just play with this thing. And before you put the connector, there's no wire holding on to it, so it's very, very easy to hold in your hand and start hacking away. Very, very simple. Now, so when you put it back, you just put it back and just slide it right in. So very, very easy. So now once you have done this, you have the benefits of using any type of antenna as long as you got the correct SMA or RPSMA to fit. So that is one thing good. But if you don't, you can get one of these converters to SMA to RPSMA connectors. So, you know, got to keep one of these guys handy just in case your antenna does not match with your pigtail. So very easy now. All I got to do is just screw this on, power it up, and I'm good to go. And it is just as easy as that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put everything back together now so we can go out to the field and test this baby out. All right, here we go once again with another FPV flight with the MjxR3H, but this time around we got the antenna mod. Yeah, so let's go ahead and check this baby out. Let's go ahead and turn off the lights. Okay, let's go ahead and start off in speed number 1 first. Arming the motors and checking it out with the antenna mod, as well as a new FPV antenna on the MjxR3. So let's go ahead and check this baby out. Oh yeah, so far the video quality is looking pretty nice. There I am. I'm at the big open field for this test. And we are flying it without altitude hold, guys. So let's make our way to the right side of the field. And we are in speed number 1, so we are kind of pitching all the way, but this is my maximum pitch. So let's go and switch over to speed number 2, so we have a little bit more pitch. So far so good. What is that? Okay, there was a slight snow right there. I still got control. Now, yeah, the FPV feed giving off a little bit of static. Now once you hear the out of range beep, don't turn your quadcopter around, but just reverse. without turning your quadcopter around. Wow, we are heading over to the bifurcation, and this is pretty far. All right, we're getting some snow now, so that's going to limit our test somewhat. So I'm just going to slowly proceed. Wow, this is far. I'm going almost over to the houses, and I still got connection. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn my quadcopter around. See what I'm saying? Okay, that is just about the distance. So I'm gonna slowly turn it around and bring it back. That was a very, very far distance there. And I got very good FPV video feed with this new antenna and the 1200 milliwatt VTX. All right, so let's head on back. That was great distance. Whoo! I was about to say, when is it gonna start beeping? Usually it's around 600 meters. I believe that was quite a long distance there. I think it broke the record. It went further than my MjxR Bugs 3 for sure. Wow. Maybe this big open field has something to do with it. Okay, making my way back. I think I'm satisfied with the distance with this antenna mod on this one with the 2-watt booster. Oh yeah, now I can just fly around the park without having to worry, and this video feed is really, really nice. All right, let's make a little trip to the left side of the field. See if I can go towards the main road. There's a little bit of snow, but I'm continuing to push it, and we got no problems. Just a momentary snow. All right, guys, we hit that dirt road, and we are very close to the actual street. I don't think this is as far as I went to the opposite side, to the right side, towards the houses, but we made it all the way to the street here. All right, I'm gonna head back a little bit. Let me go ahead and turn around and see what happens. I'm gonna kind of bring it back slowly. Oh, check it out, there's a car. Awesome. There's two cars, one going and one coming. This became a busy area all of a sudden. And let's check out who this is. Oh, that is my friend, the fixed wing pilot. Yep, that is him, all right. He's fixing to fly his fixed wing on this beautiful day. Awesome. Very nice distance and very good video feed. I am very satisfied. There's a person walking in this field. Yeah, there's usually people walking around once in a while, cutting through the field. Awesome. I am very happy and very satisfied with the outcome of this antenna mod and the FPV mod on this MjxR Bugs 3H. Awesome. Very smooth flyer. There I am. How cool is that? Let me go directly in front of me this time. Get a little bit of altitude here and check out the school. But nothing like that first initial run towards them houses on that side. That was some distance there. I think it's very close to 900 meters on that one. Over here, there's a bunch of solar panels. So don't want to be going too close to the solar panels, but check it out, man. Now I can just cruise around with the MjxBugs 3H. Just awesome. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring it in. Probably going to take it to a park with all those trees and that lake and just cruise around. I can kind of hear it coming. Let me drop down in altitude. Awesome. Hey, is that another car? A busy lot here today. Where did that person go? Let me visit my friend over here once again. Okay, the person is walking back the opposite way. Just coming for a little walk, and there he is. Fixing to get his airplane there. Awesome. Head on back. A successful mod, and I'm very happy. Awesome. And the flight time is ridiculous too. This is the battery that came with the MjxBugs 3H, and it gives a pretty decent amount of flight time as well. No LVC yet. So this 1200 milliwatt FPV transmitter is not taking up a lot of power at all. The AKK X2 Ultimate. Just an awesome VTX. Of course, it's nice to have that 1200 milliwatt of power, but once the VTX gets a little bit hot, it is set to have little lower measurements. So I think that is the reason why they have downgraded it on their website to just 1000 milliwatts. 1000 milliwatts is still plenty. I mean, 600 milliwatts is ridiculously plenty enough, but it is nice to have. And this MjxBugs 3H is giving me almost 900. Oh, there you go. Talking about the LVC. Yeah, there you go. LVC warning. Yeah, we're in almost 900 meters. So, an awesome FPV mod. And there I am. I'm going to come directly in front of myself here and give it a little landing. Alright guys, there you go, my FPV mod and my antenna mod flight with the MjxBugs 3H. Just awesome.